I think everybody knew that the Blue Jays were good, right? They were the 1 seed, but they have looked unstoppable through the first 2 games, and it's the face of the franchise, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 3 hits and a home run in both games.
Right now, there has been no stress for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's what Aaron Boone's offense can do to you if you get off to a good start, and that's what they're hoping tonight has.
18 wins for Rodon this year, second only to Max Fried. He's the hardest guy in the league to get a hit against, but he's trying to slow down this hit machine offense.
Yeah, I'll say if he gets more than those strikeouts required, he's going to be in for a good game, because you mentioned it, hard to strike out the Blue Jays, and he is going to rely on a lot of different ways to get him out. He doesn't throw a ton of strikes, and he's facing a challenge team that presents a challenge, I should say, by the fact that they don't swing and miss a lot. So look for his changeup and his slider to be key if he's going to have success tonight.
Second straight time he's taken the ball with the Yankees facing elimination. He pitched game 2 of the wild card round against Boston, went into the 7th inning, gave up 3 runs and a no decision, and really has been good for the last 2 months. 10 consecutive starts where he's pitched into the 6th and given up 3 or fewer runs. The Blue Jays 1 win away from their first trip to the championship series in 9 years. The Yankees trying to come back from the brink again. Off we go. Strikeout to begin for Carlos Rodon.
Carlos has learned how to manage that intensity. He came out last year against the Royals and spent so much energy in the first couple innings he ran out of gas. So that you learn from experience, and that experience is going to pay off well if he can get 6 innings or more for Aaron Boone.
The lefty's payoff pitch is taken for ball 4. In this very aggressive lineup, Davis Schneider's one of the exceptions, one of the top walkers in the American League.
Well, this is the matchup, right? This is all eyes on Vladimir Guerrero and what he's done here, what he's done against Rodon. I mean, the numbers are glaringly in his favor.
10 out of 17 in his career against Carlos Rodon. On this 2-0, he swings, and it's a fly ball to deep center field. Grisham's going back. He's done it again. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has the Blue Jays in front in the first inning. His 17th career home run at Yankee Stadium. Unbelievable, this guy.
If you can't leave an off-speed pitch over the plate, this off-speed pitch is exactly what he did. He sat back. Watch where this pitch is. Off-speed center cut. That swing and that pitch is the reason why you can lift it. He's not a launch angle type guy. He's not going to lift a lot of balls in the air, but that pitch and location helps him get the ball in the air, and right away, right on script.
He has homered in all 3 games of this postseason. Varsho, there was 4 extra base hits in game 2 after he had 2 of them in the first game. So he's sitting at 6 for 8, all extra bases so far.
Swing and miss, Danny. So a 2-0 Toronto lead.
It's not often, John, you have a Cy Young Award winner who's available at the deadline, but this was a tricky case because he was coming off Tommy John surgery, hadn't pitched in 500 days, but they got him, and he's been pretty darn good. And up comes Aaron Judge. On base more than 50% of the time in this postseason, but he does not have a home run. He's only driven in 2. Yeah, Judge, you'd love to have him make a bigger impact, but he can't do it himself. Nobody else around him has done anything either. Ropes a base hit into center field. That is the first base runner of the game for New York. Now can they follow it up and do something?
Right.
Here's Ben Rice. Grounded to second. Counter for Leffa. Can't get it. And an error on counter for Leffa opens the door for the Yankees here in the first. This is one of the best defensive teams in baseball, and that's one of the reasons Connor Faleffa's in the lineup for his glove, but it lets him down right here.
Yeah, he did a good job blocking it with his chest. The ball took a hop, but then he couldn't locate it in time to make the throw. Watch this right there, hits him in the chest, and then he couldn't pick it up. And once he didn't do that, and if you're looking for breaks and you're looking for something to turn, no better chance than right now. Stanton getting something soft in the zone and getting this crowd to erupt. If he gets a breaking ball mediocre in the zone, they could have the lead.
Judge at second, Rice at first. 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit left field. Stanton comes through to get the Yankees on the board in the first. Judge in to score. They take advantage of the 2-out error on Kiner Falefa. 2-1.
And the reason that ball didn't go over the fence, a breaking ball over the plate, but down. He's a great breaking ball hitter in the zone. And that's why I thought anything up, it would have been a 3-run homer. But see how it's down? He hits his head down.
Stanton with his 3rd run knocked in the last game plus. Tying run into scoring position. Jazz Chisum to the plate. Runners get a head start. There they go. Here it comes. Chisum lofts a fly ball to shallow left field.
Moving forward, Schneider, arms in the air to call it, backs up, makes the grab, and that will do it for the bottom of the first.
All right, so they do have to deal with Springer, who after those 32 home runs in the regular season, homered in the second game in Toronto. His 20th career postseason home run, which ties him with Derek Jeter for 5th all-time.
Popped up, playable, right side. Rice is under it. Fair territory, on the dirt. One-hand catch. Third out. Needed it.
And it's kind of that short arm delivery. And I was just shocked when I saw that. Well, it was a year and a half ago or 2 years ago when he was trying to pick his velocity back up. And
Pick that bat back up as Volpe goes down swinging. Third strike. He's not going to need that for a bit. For Anthony Volpe, his 9th strikeout, his last 13 times up. The last time the Yankees were down in a series, game 2 last week against Boston, this was the guy that had the game-winning hit in the 8th inning, scoring Jazz Chisum all the way from first base.
He got him, swing and a miss on a curve in the dirt, bounced it near his back foot, and it's back-to-back punch-outs for Bieber. Schneider and BP today, everything he was trying to push to right center, and he lines one to left, and it's down fair, a base hit, bouncing into foul territory into the corner. Schneider around first, and he will stop up at second with a leadoff double. First playoff extra base hit in Davis Schneider's career, and the last thing the Yankees needed was a runner in scoring position with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
they're not going to let Mr. Guerrero hit.
They put him on, and it brings up Dalton Varsho, who struck out his first time. 6 out of 9 in this postseason. He's got Schneider at second, Guerrero at first, as this 1-1 from Rodon. Varsho cracks it in the air to center field. Here comes Grisham. It will be a sliding try from Bellinger, but he couldn't catch it. Schneider's headed for the plate. Chisum throws late, and he scores with a dive. No blink from the Blue Jays.
Well, this is an incredible effort by Bellinger. He covered so much ground and just overreaches, catches the heel. And then right here, once he gets to third, he just keeps going. And Jazz thinks there's no way he's going home and really never took a look. And it was too late once he got the ball in.
Blue Jays lead the majors in taking extra bases. Schneider takes one. 3-1 here in the third.
Playing the game, you can't assume anything. It's the one time of the year that you cannot assume anything's going to go the way you think. Regular season, maybe get away with it. Well, Jazz thinks under no circumstances could he be going, right? And that's the assumption part. And more times than not, he'd probably be right. Okay, there's no thinking at all. Like, what, he's going? And by that time, it's too late.
Another 0-2. And Clement hits it through the left side on the ground, a base hit. Vladdy getting the wave. Here comes the throw from Bellinger. It bounces in late. He's safe. Up to third goes Varsho. Into second, Clement. 4-1 Blue Jays with 2 more in scoring position.
That was a really aggressive send from Carlos Fablis. Cody Bellinger doesn't have a bad arm out there. He actually made a very good throw, really accurate to Austin Wells at home plate. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hustling around third, dove in to home plate by about a half a step. What an aggressive play and what a smart play. The Blue Jays are running the bases really, really well right now.
Second and third one out, and we can see action in the Yankee bullpen in right center. This is their season, so I don't think they're going to sit around and watch this much longer if the Blue Jays keep getting to Rodon.
That's past first and into right. Varsho's in. Here comes Clement. Throw goes into second. It is 6-1 Toronto. It's another 2-strike hit. It's Anthony Santander going the other way. And it's Aaron Boone going to the bullpen with 1 out in the third. It's gone from oh Canada to oh boy
To oh no.
New York looking like they're sitting on thin ice as these Blue Jays have kept on trucking. 6-1 in game 3 as they look for the sweep. Menez, who's hit by pitch his first time.
Swung on, hit to the right side. Jazz Chisum right there. Second hop. Throws over to Rice. And that'll do it. Blue Jays put 4 on the board.
3-2 count. Judge and Bellinger to follow. Down the line, that is a fair ball. Grisham's headed for second. He says, don't worry, Skip. We'll take a double instead.
A little bit of justice, maybe, and a leadoff hitter on base, which has not happened a lot. Only third time in the series Yankees have gotten a leadoff man on. And in the playoffs, that matters. Scoring position, Aaron Judge. This crowd wants a loud noise right now.
Judge rips one down the left field line. That'll will get the job done. Into the corner. Grisham jogs home. Judge chugging for second with a double. That's back-to-back doubles to open the third for the Yanks, and it's 6-2.
I'm a big believer the more opportunities that Aaron Judge gets, the less the narrative will be talked about in the postseason. Yes, it's been hyper-focused on him, but he's swinging the bat pretty good in the regular season, and they know the numbers will average out in the postseason.
And now Cody Bellinger, who's been their best run producer this postseason, on an 0-1, swats one into left center field. That'll sink down for a base hit. 3 consecutive hits to open the third for the Yankees.
And all you want to do if you're the Yankees is pass the baton on. One at bat at a time. Crawl back in this game.
Judge at third, Bellinger at first. Rice bounces one to first. Guerrero's looking home. He's got Judge hung up. And now he's in a rundown. Kirk to third. Judge for the plate. Guerrero chases him. One star after another, and he tags him out. Into third goes Bellinger. Rice is still at first. Well, Guerrero Jr. with a heads-up play comes home, and they get the lead runner for the first out of the inning.
Well, what's interesting there, and he did keep the run from scoring, but it could have been a double play. But a great job of base running by Aaron Judge to at least let Bellinger get back to third base. So they have the same scenario now with one out.
And it's Giancarlo Stanton who knocked in the first run for the Yankees at the plate. Bieber had a Stanton 0-2. Went out to get that pitch, lifted it to center. Varsho's going back. He's onto the track with room, but it'll bring home the run from third, and it's 6-3. Stanton has knocked in 2 of the 3 Yankees runs.
That's actually a huge out for the Toronto Blue Jays because that ball was hit. Looked like it could have got over his head and maybe a homer, but the Yankees got the 2 back with a chance to score some more with 2 outs.
Taken high for ball 4, and the Yankees get the tying run to the plate. We got the Blue Jays having to throw a bullpen game one day after they're going to have to cover pretty much a bullpen game like this.
Yeah. It's the same Mason Fluharty who picked up that huge save in Los Angeles earlier this year. Rosario 1 for 6 in these playoffs. Popped up, broke his bat as he pops it over the Yankee logo. Kirk steps onto the white spray paint and makes the catch in foul territory to end the inning. But the Yankees have made this a game once again. They score a pair on 3 hits, knock Shane Bieber out.
3-2. In the left. Barger's out. He says that he's got it and then loses the ball. Wells into second. Barger in the game as a pinch hitter earlier, not for his defense. They give up some defense in bringing him in, and it shows right there.
Yeah, I don't think this is his fault. I think the left fielder got to call him off. When the ball's up that high and the third baseman's got to go with his back to home plate, I think this is the left fielder, and he just gives way to him, and that's what happened.
Looked like he was calling it pretty strongly, though.
Well, he's
still got to call him off.
Yeah, you got to call him off. I mean, that's too far to travel as a third baseman as compared to a left fielder coming in and seeing the angle way better.
Trent Grisham. Aaron Boone's picked the click today, and a hitter's count right here. Ball takes ball 4, and Judge is coming up. The game has again found Aaron Judge. John Schneider will call on Lewis Varland. Judge with another chance to make his mark. Judge against Varland in his career is 2 for 5 with a pair of home runs. In this game, he's 2 for 2. He's hitting .500 in this postseason. When the Yankees have faced elimination, he's gone deep 5 times in his career. That's tied with Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra for the franchise record. On a 2-strike pitch. Hits a drive down the line. If it's fair, it's his moment. It is! It's tied! Judge has arrived! Aaron Judge and the Yankees take advantage of the air.
If you keep giving him chances like his regular season, the numbers are going to start turning. This was 3 inches, and that 3 inches off the foul pole may have turned this series and Aaron Judge into a different conversation.
For 10 years, that ball has sailed wide to the left and just missed the foul pole. This time it hits it. Judge has his first home run of the postseason. It's a game-tying 3-run shot, and the Yankees have come back from down 6-1, facing elimination here in Game 3 to tie it.
Always the round foul pole.
Ernie Clement deep to the left field corner. Bellinger on the run. It'll bounce off the warning track, and Clement is 3 for 3 in this game. 6 out of his last 7. And out Santander. Knocked in a pair his last time up. Doval to Santander with a 1-1 pitch. Line drive right field. Judge will lay out and make the catch. Making plays all over the place.
I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. Everybody knows what he does offensively, but his defense, he's played a lot of center field. And now with the elbow issue, playing right field.
And the guy they call Bam Bam Barger trying to put the Jays back in front. Down swinging. Tim Hill does the job.
Zoning on that mound is Tim Hill. That's a big strikeout. Strands the runner at second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Well, here is Jazz Chisum. He's being put a good swing on one. He flat out the left and walked.
There's a drive to deep right field. New York leads for the first time in the series. Jazz Chisum goes deep.
7-6, Yankees bottom 5. Hey now!
Second deck for Jazz Chisum. First homer this postseason. He's been waiting for this moment. That was a shot.
And a Yankees team that hit 30 more home runs than any other during the regular season. Only had 3 over the first 5 games of the postseason, but they have rode a pair of long balls into a tie, and then their first lead of this division series. Rosario with a looper down the left field line that'll sink in. Rosario heads for second. He'll get there standing. It's a double. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Yankees. It's Austin Wells, the 9-hitter.
This crowd has been standing for a while.
Ground ball right side that gets by Guerrero. Here comes Rosario. Santander's throw, no chance. Throw to second late. No, they say that he's out. Wells says, I don't think so. I don't really either, but maybe we're both crazy.
I don't think they've
used both challenges, and so that's going to be the call. Run does score. And this intentional walk you're talking about, it's the 17th time that John Schneider has put him on in his time as a manager. Bellinger into right center field. Santander with a diving try, can't get it, and it gets to the track where it sneaks by Varsho. Judge stops at third, Bellinger to second. That, by the way, is the first time the Yankees have come up with a hit after the intentional walk to Judge over those 3 seasons.
As he dives, the ball just gets down quicker than he anticipates, and that's why it went underneath his glove. The game is close. It's 8-6. You feel like if the Yankees get a hit here, it's going to change the pitchers' selections moving forward because of the resources you're going to need for tomorrow.
Golf to right center field. He went down to get that ball and lift it to Santander to get home a run. Good piece of hitting by Ben Rice to make it 9-6.
When a guy throws almost 50% breaking balls, if you stay on the ball thinking down, even if it's not a breaking ball, you're able to stay there, head down, and lift the ball in the air.
Yariel Rodriguez makes his first appearance in this series. Check swing in front of the plate. That's fair ball. Kirk down to first. That's the inning.
Devin Williams, a fine 7th inning, going 1-2-3. And Yankees lead 9-6 on a night they're trying to stay alive in this divisional series.
Blue Jays had 6 runs over the first 3 innings of this game. They have not scored since. The Yankees have gone off, lead 9-6. David Bednar pitched in all 3 games in the wildcard round, making his first appearance of the division series here. His 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball gently to second. The only play for Chisum is at first.
Well, for the Blue Jays, they would love nothing more than to get a 2-out hit here, and at least, if not any more scoring, the 9th inning brings in a little bit of tension with Guerrero looming.
Bouncing ball right side to Goldie. Goldie will take it himself to the bag. Yes, sir. That is out number 3 for the Blue Jays here in the 8th inning. Opportunity for Stanton here with the bases loaded. Yankees up 9-6. First pitch. Stanton popped it up. Infield. They converge near the mound. Second baseman makes the play. That's Clement, and that'll do it. All right, here we go.
A Yankees bullpen that gave up 14 runs over the first 2 games of this series has fired 5 1/3 scoreless innings tonight, and David Bednar tries to finish it off. Top of the order for the Blue Jays. One away in the 9th as Bednar strikes him out in the splitter. And he learned his from the master, Hideo Nomo. It's an advisor down in San Diego when Bednar was a minor leaguer with the Padres, and he said, hold it like this. Lucas came on defensively last inning. 2 gone in the 9th. And out away from giving Schlittler his chance. The boos are for Vlad, who did it again tonight. He's homered in all 3 games in this division series.
Yeah, he might be slumping. He made it out
his last time. What's wrong with the guy? Diving stop by Caballero. Game 4 tomorrow night. The Yankees have life. And it was their star. It was the MVP that breathed it into him. A 3-hit night for Aaron Judge, including a 3-run home run that tied the game at 6. And Aaron Boone's club comes from down 6-1 to win it 9-6.
And the offense and the team gets a chance one more night to force a game 5.